Everyone who wants to join in on this. Okie dokie. So hello guys. I'm basically just going through this relaunch information, and this is something that I know a couple people wanted me to do just to kind of see the behind the scenes. And so give me a second. We're going to get started in a second because I have to go through a long list of how I do my relaunches. Just give me a second so we can get everything started. This is going to be a real behind the scenes. So we're going to get started shortly, guys. Just give me a second. I'm going to go get my notebook and stuff. So. I'm going to go get my notebook and stuff. So. Okay, let's see. Get this stuff up. So, hello to everyone on YouTube. This is really for you guys. So you guys can pretty much see how I do planning for World Prayer Journal. Let me get the. So if you are part of my YouTube community, a lot of you guys, of course, there's kind of split community. There's a community that's focused on e-commerce, community focused on business, and then there's a community focused on prayer journals. And so I want to kind of give you a behind the scenes look on how I prepare for relaunching a brand or relaunching a product and what that looks like. And then my planning process. I've never really done this, like a live stream with this, but I wanted to kind of bring people in, especially for my YouTube community, who wanted to see like how, like, what are the things that I like, kind of, what's my checklist? What are some things that I want to make sure that we focus on? So let's dive into it. So the biggest thing is that we are relaunching the World Prayer Journal community. So this is a big transition. I'm kind of going to give you some behind the scenes and then how I'm strategizing with the community. So World Prayer Journal has been in existence since 2017. That was 17. And so we launched 2 prayer journals. We had a first version, which a lot of you guys have saw on YouTube with the, my Royal Prayer Journal video, right, where I talk about launching that kind of business. Then we did a second product. It was called the Maroon Prayer Journal, which was a huge, huge seller. And so since then, we have been working on new prayer journals, right? New covers and new content. And so I'm going to be talking about kind of like the process of what we're preparing for now. And hopefully this will kind of give you like a behind the scenes kind of look into my mind, how I plan things out. And so the first thing that we're going to look at is the actual new products that are coming out, and then what we need to first do with the brand to kind of resuscitate it. And so currently, I'm just going to pull everything up. So we're switching the domain. I decided to let the domain that we had expire on purpose. I know that may seem like a bad thing, but yeah. And so we decided to shorten up the domain name. Instead of being Royal Prayer Journal, we decided to do royalprayer.com, which I was very surprised was not taken. I was like almost shocked that it was not taken. And so Royal Prayer, the reason why we decided to switch was because I did not want it to be stuck on journals. And so one of the things I teach you guys is that when you're picking these names, don't like put yourself in like one box. So with the term Royal Prayer, it's going to make it a much wider brand. We're still going to have Royal Prayer Journal as the IG accounts. And so our IG currently, and this is like y'all are going to kind of hear me and see me work. And so currently with Royal Prayer Journal, we have 3,299 followers with that account. That account has not been active since June 7th, 2017. Oh, so you guys are basically about to like watch a brand go from like it has not done anything for 2 years, and we're about to bring it back up. So here's a couple things that we got to do. I'm just kind of again behind the scenes and let you bring you guys into my own sessions. So the first thing that I need to outline is that I'm actually going to write it this way. Okay, so the first thing is that we got to get the platforms back up. The first thing that we're doing is we're going to get the social media, because those are the things that are already active. They just been dormant for so long. So we have the social media, we have the IG, and we have the Facebook. As of this morning, the Planoli account, which is our IG account, that has been linked and set up with the Facebook business page and the Instagram. So what we're going to do is we're going to schedule out the content through Planoli and schedule that out and be pushed to Facebook as well. For right now, we are going to be posting the same content on both platforms just to kind of build some traction and consistency. And then once we've gotten a consistent flow, then we're going to diversify what content goes on Facebook and then what content goes on IG. Being that IG is our largest platform and it was our strongest, we're going to really focus on making sure that our content is Instagram focused versus Facebook content focused. And so that's going to be our main goal. Within the Planoli, within the content, our current layout was gorgeous. And so we're going to keep the same style of fashion, the color palette's the same. But the biggest change that we're going to make is that we want to make sure that we're more shifting into the next couple of collections. And so being that with the Maroon Prayer Journal, it was a lot of maroon, it was maroon, shades of pink. I think that we're going to still keep that brand palette, but because we're going to be having new products coming out that will be different shades and different colors, we're just going to have to think about like how we infuse our traditional color palette with new products that don't have the same color palette. Okay. The other thing though too is that we need to run Facebook ads, and so basically just make sure that the Facebook business manager account is like up to date with like payments and cards, and then we need to begin to build out the ads. And so I want ads running in December, because you're going to be doing $20 prayer journals of the current. We use, for Jacqueline, we use Planoli, Planolly, and it is best for Instagram, and we absolutely love it. And so that's what I use for my Genesis Dorsey IG, and so it's what I use for Royal Prayer Journal. Okay, so we're going to need to do Facebook ads. I want to run Facebook ads, and I want to do a video ad. But what I'm going to do before I can do the video ad is I'm going to run a like campaign. Okay. And so the like campaign is usually what I run when I'm trying to build up a brand, right? This is like, wow, the fact that we would talk about this stuff, hopefully y'all take notes. This is actually good. So, a like campaign is basically where before we run Facebook ads to sell a product, the first thing we actually do is make sure that the vanity metrics are right. And so for us, vanity metrics, right, are the metrics that like show like how many likes you have, how many followers you have, right? Because that does influence whether we like it or not, the trust of the company. So like, you may follow a Facebook ad company, right? And either you're going to buy because you see a ton of comments that are good, or you see that they have a lot of likes on their account, right? And so what we're going to do is we're going to run a like campaign first that is going to build up visibility, right? And so what we're going to do is before we run any ads that target people to buy, I'm going to first run a like campaign to get people to like the Facebook page and the account. Because since we already have over 3,000 on the Instagram, I'm not worried about the Instagram. I'm worried about the Facebook. So let me go to this Facebook so I can, hold on, because I was just on her Facebook page and I do not like what I saw. Hold on. I think it's like only like 132 people. And I was just like, I was slacking. But I mean, the IG was our main focus. Okay, so we have 145 likes on Facebook on Facebook, and then on Instagram we have, and it was funny because the page was unpublished because it had been so long since I used it. The Instagram is 3,299. And again, we have not posted since 2017. So, I mean, we're going to probably go from averaging like, we used to average, let's see here. It was okay. It increased as we got more. Okay. So yeah. Okay. So we're going to need to definitely do a like campaign on Facebook with the business manager. And I need to probably do some memes of like cute prayer quotes, right? And then do like some of this is like this page for more inspiration, and make sure that the ad is like really girly just so that it can attract the target audience. So that's literally what we're going to do. So when I run Facebook ads for these accounts, I'll just do like a simple meme, and then I'll put, like the page, and I'll have the direct link in the caption. And so I'm going to do that. So I'm going to run, I think I want to run at least 3 ads for that. Okay. On top of more work I got to do. Okay. The other thing is we got to get the website up. So let's talk about this website. So the website needs to be up and launched by tomorrow. So I've already started on everything. I'm going to break down and tell you guys like where we got the hosting because this is behind the scenes. So my favorite WordPress hosting platform is a really affordable platform. And I, as a web and graphic designer, like I have over the years worked with pretty much every single hosting company, and I've come across this one and I am hype. I have used them for a couple of my brands. My GenesisDorsey.com brand is on SiteGround, right? But these new ones that I'm building are on InterServer. And InterServer.net is a WordPress and hosting provider. Really, they're a hosting provider, but they offer WordPress, hosting as well. And so their hosting is only $5 a month. Okay. And it also includes, of course, SSLs are free, which they should be. But a lot of times, you guys are using like providers where they charge you for SSL, or if you get one, it's like you're still charging a lot. Now, being that I am a graphic and web designer, this is where the budget is super cheap because I have design experience and expertise. So normally for most of you guys who are watching, you're going to be paying someone. Luckily for me, I don't have to pay anybody because I'm going to design everything myself. So we already set up today the InterServer platform. We paid for it. We bought the domain today, the new domain, which is royalprayer.com. I already uploaded the theme for WordPress. There's a couple things that I want to do with on the website. So I'm not sure if you guys have seen, but Royal Prayer Journal is very like stylish. It's very girly. It's our target audience has been very pleased with the way that, all the content's designed. But with the website, we have 2 main purposes. The first one is to collect leads, which are emails. And right now we're using MailerLite to collect those emails. So what I'm going to do is in MailerLite, I'm going to use the embed form. I have to make, I think we already have one. I'm at the check. I may have to make one. And I'm going to just embed that box right on the homepage of the website. And so I need to make sure that I have that done on the website. The other purpose, of course, is for people to connect with the brand. And being that we haven't had a website since like almost 2 years ago, I need to make sure that it tells the story of like behind the story of the brand. I need to also make sure that we have a page that shows the different journals we've released so that people can kind of see them and then buy them. Being that the journals are also on Amazon.com, we do encourage people to buy it from Amazon. However, remember Amazon eats up, a lot of those fees. And so we will be actually offering our new ones cheaper on our website than Amazon. So that kind of gives an incentive for our customer base. So they can go on and get it on Amazon, but because Amazon eats up a lot of those royalty fees, we're going to offer the same product through our website for cheaper. But then we're still going to order the journals through KDP, if that makes sense, right? So just to kind of break down what that process means is that I'm going to be uploading the new prayer journals through Amazon. Right. And the cool part about it is that when you order author copies, you can check out and then you can send the book to the customer, right? Even though it is tedious when you have a lot of orders. But anyway, we also will be ordering a huge batch of the new prayer journals to come here to the office. And so because of that, I have to also prepare the online store. And at first I was kind of weighing if I wanted to do because we're building the store on WordPress, right? So I was kind of weighing, okay, do I want to use Shopify for these journals, right? But what I decided to do was, I was like, nope, I'm not paying for WordPress. And then on top of that, Shopify, because WordPress has WooCommerce. And being that I build sites, WordPress, WooCommerce, none of these are like hard for me. So I'm going to be installing WooCommerce as the WooCommerce plugin onto WordPress. And being that I have the SSL certificate, so the site is secure, I can accept payments directly. I'm going to be using, there's two things I wanted to do. I could use the Stripe plugin, but we're going to also be using PayPal. So we're using PayPal and Stripe for checkout. I got to figure out how many units I want to order. I do want to do pre-orders for the stretch journal, which is the next one. And it's going to be like, yeah, it's going to be a lot. So Jacqueline says, I'm so lost. Wait, why are you lost? How will we find someone to pay to do a relaunch? So like, I mean, the point of this video is to bring you behind the scenes of like the way that I think about relaunching a brand, right? So this is my Royal Prayer Journal brand. So my whole goal with this video is to kind of bring you behind the scenes and understand how my mom would think about this prayer journal business. And so, I mean, I'm relaunching mine. Now you may be launching yours for the first time, so you probably would not be thinking about relaunch, but you may be thinking about launch, or you may be thinking about ways to better do what you do. So, I mean, my mind right now is kind of just going through the different things. So it's not like it's like a presentation video where like things are organized. It's more of me going through like my list of like, okay, what I need to knock out in the next couple of weeks to get us ready for relaunch. As far as finding someone to pay to do a relaunch, like unless there's someone like me who's like an expert at this, you probably won't find someone who like specializes in like launching products, right? Now my company does specialize in that because that's what we focus on. But like there isn't like people who like specialize in relaunches, you know what I mean? So hey guys, so let me get back to it. So yeah, so what we're gonna do for fulfillment is that I want all of our prayer journals to still be bound by books. What we found is that even though our clients, it's funny, I work with clients to make them like, gold ring binders and journals and stuff. But my clientele for Royal Prayer Journal, they like the way that the prayer journals are bound, which is like a book. So we're going to keep that style. But I have a new prayer journal coming out called Stretch. And this is like huge for me because I've been working on it for almost a year. So Stretch is it's a prayer journal for female entrepreneurs. It's a 30-day prayer journal. And so the way that it's structured is that it is not a portrait, it's actually a landscape. So in other words, it's like this. So it's gonna be like this. So they'll actually flip like this versus a regular one where they're going like this. So it's gonna be like this, right? So it's a landscape prayer journal, right? So just to kind of give you an example, right? It's like this, right? It's a rectangle. Got it? Okay. So because it's a rectangle, this is definitely going to be different for our customers, and it's definitely a different product because it's going to look very different than our past two journals, right? So the mock-ups are already done. With the past prayer journal, it came with two different skin tones on the cover. We are very, like, all my prayer journals are like fashionista kind of, because like that's the brand. It's royal. It's supposed to be chic. Okay. So we did two skin tones on our last one. It was a chocolate that is Zoe, and then Sophia is lighter skin. We call her vanilla, right? So, they can pick their flavor, whether you want vanilla or you want chocolate. So that helped to reach both of our demographics of whether, you are Caucasian or whether you're, Hispanic or like a lighter tone. And then if you're African American, you may still fit the lighter skin, but you also may be chocolate and rich. So, that's Zoe. With this one, we're going to have three skin tones, right? So we have three different skin tones it's the same journal, but it's three different skin tones, which means that in Amazon, we're actually publishing three different books. So they each have their own ISBN, all that stuff. So I have to publish three. So like when we do different skin tones, those are three different ISBNs. It's the same content inside, but because it's a different cover, it is a different product. And so because of that, which I just make sure that I upload three different files and three different books within Amazon for them to be published. Okay. So like with the website, like our goal is to collect the leads. We need to make sure we have the brand information so people kind of learn like how I started the brand and all that. I also want to make sure we have the WooCommerce set up within WordPress for PayPal and Stripe payments. Being that I'm going to also be having these journals shipped here to the office, I'm going to also have to go back to the old school order fulfillment. So I thank God in my office at home. So I have like three different offices. I'm here where there's like an open desk here. And then at home, I have my own home office, which you guys have seen videos recorded at. And then I have one at the school. So I'm going to have them shipped here or probably to my house, to my home office. And so they have to be fulfilled. So we're going to do pre-orders, and let me kind of pull up my counter so you guys can see how I do my pre-orders. So what we're doing is that it's a 30-day prayer journal. So it actually it's not a 2020 prayer journal. So it's not like we have to have them ready for fulfillment on January the 1st, 30 days. So whatever you buy, that's when it starts. So the way that I'm going to do it is that I'm going to actually have them be released on my dad's birthday. My last book that I did lately that was dedicated to my mom on her birthday. So I'm doing this one on my dad's, which is January the 17th. And so the way that I want to do it, and which is awesome because it's a Friday, right? So the way that I'm doing mine is, just kind of give you guys. So January 17th is when they will be released to be shipped. Okay. However, I'm starting pre-orders. And I already released this to my tribe because if you're on my email list, then you already saw my 7-week holiday promotion, right? So pre-orders for Stretch starts on December the 22nd. Right. And so the way that I do pre-orders is that with pre-orders, you get a special price, right? And what we're doing with this one is that I'm recording a special mini course that will go with the with the prayer journal. So it's actually going to be the prayer journal itself plus a course that you get if you pre-order it. If you don't pre-order and you wait after, you can buy the course separately. And that's just a way for me to kind of monetize with the product as a bundle, and then also have the a la carte items once we have launched. So it's like a passive income product with the journal. And I've taught this in my prayer journal class, which I'm not going to go into. But if you were in my prayer journal class, or you've recently purchased the prayer journal kit that comes with the 3-hour class, and then that 102-page workbook that I wrote, then inside I have a whole section that teaches you on how to monetize a prayer journal business, right? With like the passive income products, active income products. So all those strategies are in there, but I will be using a few of those strategies, of course, because that's what I teach and that's what I do. And so I'm doing the mini course, which has to be scheduled and recorded. Then, of course, the journal. Now, last time with Royal Prayer Journal, we didn't do any like merchandise, and this year I am doing merchandise. But instead of us having all these like different things, we're going to be doing a bundle, and so we're going to be doing three merch products. Okay, and basically we're calling them the Royal Prayer Warrior, because it's basically a warrior, but we're calling it Royal Prayer Warrior because we're the Royal Prayer Journal. So we're calling the Royal Prayer Warrior Bundle. And so what it's going to have is it's going to have three different like t-shirts that are like intercessory prayer shirts. Like it's like three different themes of like, basically like three different quotes surrounding prayer. Right. But we want to encourage everyone to wear it, when let's say you're going to prayer at church or, you just want to rock it. But it's like basically three products focused on prayer, but they're all like wearable. So like three different t-shirts, and maybe like we'll have where those three products are also like hoodies for the winter, things like that. But instead of me having like 20 different merch products, I'm only doing three. I'm only doing three designs, and we're going to put them on bundles, and we're going to have to buy all three, right? Or you can buy them a la carte, but I don't want a ton of product. I don't. I want to have the prayer journals and then some merch, and then like that's it. Because remember, the more that you do, the more you have to promote. And a lot of people want to more, you guys know, want to launch these products and have like 100 products. But if you can't consistently promote them, they don't need to be in existence. So I'm keeping it simple. With the prayer journal, we have the maroon prayer journals, the stretch prayer journal, and then we have some new prayer journals that will just be regular prayer journals. Like it's going to actually be like what's in the maroon prayer journal, but more simplified with new covers. So that I'm excited about that. And we're launching three of those. But those will not be released until, I think we're gonna do those like what we're doing after the launch. So after January 17th, then we'll launch the other ones. Because when I do launches, I want to get focused to one product, and because I need to build the hype. So I don't have time to have people like, oh, and she's also launching three other covers. I don't want people to even be focused on that. So what I'm gonna do instead is I'm gonna focus the product launch on this specific stretch prayer journal. That's it. And then after that hype is done and we've moved on, then we'll talk about the other new products. But I don't want to divide people's attention. Okay, so the website, we're gonna do the MailerLite email list, collect leads. What else am I missing? We got the email. The email has been in existence forever. The YouTube channel. So when I launched Royal Prayer Journal, we have a YouTube channel. And I did some prayer content, and that was really, really important. And so one of the things we're doing with the Royal Prayer Journal or royalprayer.com is that I want to have some free prayer resources. And so what I'm doing is I'm doing all this stuff this weekend. I probably will work on it late tonight, but I'm putting this work because this stuff has to get done. So there needs to be, number one, a freebie that goes with the when people join the email list. We had one, I think. I have to check because it's been so long, but there needs to be a downloadable, prayer downloadable. And it can be, I'm trying to think whether I want it to be like a affirmations audio. I'm trying to figure out what I want it to be. I think it'll be easier for me. I'm really good at writing out content. So I have to know myself. And I'm also good at writing confessions. I have to know myself. So I'm probably going to do a royal prayer confession. That's what I'll do. That's going to make it easier. And to be honest with you, I have not thought about this stuff because I've been so focused on my business. And I have several. So, but I got to get this done. So, and today was planning day. So this gives you guys like a behind the scenes. Hold on, y'all. Looking at something. Okay, so we're going to be doing a downloadable. So that'll be the free prayer resource. And then I need to have prayer content. So one of the things I'm going to be doing this weekend is writing some prayer 101 resources. So like just 101s on prayer. It was an accessory prayer, what is prayer, what are the different types of prayers, what are different types of like maybe names of God, but like just different types of like content devoted to prayer for women. I also need to make some video content, but instead of me doing like long streams like this, instead I'm going to do some 5-minute videos. And so the way that I'm going to crank this out, because I already thought about this last night, is that I'm going to create a chart. I could do that now, but I don't want to spend too long on this stream because y'all will be like, what? But what I need to do is I need to create my content list. So this is how I create a content list. The way that I do is that if I'm going to create, whether it's written content like blog posts or video content, I create and I do a brain dump first. So the first thing I'm going to need to do is do a brain dump of prayer topics that I want to cover for this like free content that will basically help feed and build the community. And being that I need to do some video snips, I need to do 5-minute clips. So what I need to do is and see, I'm strategic. So I don't just want to create video content. I want to create a strategic plan on the purpose of this content. So we're going to do a 12-month plan. This will be the Royal Prayer Journal. This will be the content calendar, but it's going to be a light version. So like I really go in depth with this. So we're going to do 12 topics that I'm going to cover in prayer. I'll do a 5-minute free video that goes out to the tribe via YouTube, right? They'll get posted at the top of the month. That'll be like the focus video for that month that matches, right, the content theme. Right. So I'm going to pick 12 themes to focus on. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a 5-minute video. And being that we are relaunching this month, I need to actually start my year. It needs to be from November to November, since we're starting November. Even though it's in November, still November. So, and see, starting this weekend, we're doing $20 prayer journals. So basically all the maroon prayer journals will be $20. So that means that this stuff needs to be launched by that time, since we will be selling those journals. So from November to November. So I need to pick a theme for this month. And being that it's Thanksgiving, let's just do thankfulness. Or just be thankful. So that means that I need to do a 5-minute video. Focus on thankfulness. I'm going to find a theme scripture. I'm going to do a 5-minute outline with an intro, 3 points, outro. So I'll do 3 points, 3 ways to be thankful. It's that easy. I'm going to record on my phone, on my tripod, and then I'm going to edit it on my phone with InShot. Or I could do my iMac. It makes it easier. I may do it on my iMac and do iMovie. That's also easy. Okay. So that's that. So that needs to be done this weekend for November and uploaded to the your Royal Prayer Journal YouTube account. Okay. I need to do a couple other things I need to do with this. As if I'm not already creating a big enough list, but so the website. So that's pretty much it. I have to write all the content that needs to be on the different pages. It's not gonna be a ton, but I just need to get all that up there. And then we gotta talk about the payment accounts. That's good. Social media. I have to gather all the, oh my God, social media is a jungle. Okay, so what we're going to do is November is going to be thankful. So being that November is thankful, the social media content, we focus on being thankful. So that means that I'm going to Google thankful or thankfulness scriptures, right, to make content. And then what I'm going to do is I need to make sure that I have the IG template. So the way that we did on the Instagram for Royal Prayer Journal, we used to do a checkerboard pattern strategy. So it was like image, quote, image, quote, image, quote, image, quote. And the quotes were even like quotes, or they were scriptures, right? And then there was like a photo of like a fashionable woman that we would actually have a scripture in the caption. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to gather, make this easy. November's almost over. So I'm like, I only need to maybe do like 2 weeks. So I need 2 weeks worth of content. And I need to do, to make this easy, I'll just do 7 quotes, 7 photos. That way we can do the checkerboard. So that means that I need to get photos of fashionable women. And then I need 7 quotes, whether these are scriptures or quotes about being thankful. Okay. I need to hop back under my mind is thinking, but I need to go back to how we're going to be fulfilling the orders. So being that we're going to be doing pre-orders, I need to get poly mailer bags. I have some pink ones left over, but I don't know how many I have left. So I need to order some poly mailer bags. I need new business cards because it has the old domain on it. I need either new business cards or I'm going to get postcards. I'm going to get those from Vistaprint because they're really cheap. Poly mailer bags I'll get from Amazon or I'll check Uline, but I'm probably going to go on Amazon because I can get a ton for really cheap. But I'm going to get padded poly mailers because I'm doing books, and being that I'm doing just a book, I can also do media mail, and media mail is actually really cheap through UPS or USPS, excuse me. Yeah, someone told me that first they were slow, but they're really not slow. They're actually really good. So I'm doing media mail, so poly mailer bags. Okay, so this will be available, Elulu, on who's answering me on YouTube. Yes, this behind the scenes, this will be available. And I think if you guys like these, like I know that they're like this is streaming live, but if you're watching the replay and you like seeing how I let me know, because as we get closer to like relaunch, I will do these videos more. Like when we start kind of getting like much closer to like launch, or like when the journals get here and you want to see like how I started filling them, if you want to watch that. So label printers. So I have I'm trying to think. So the way that I fulfill my planners physically is that it's in my home office, which you guys have seen a lot of my videos have been recorded out of. So in my home office, I have a Brother black and white printer. It's a laser printer. It's awesome. I got it for like less than $100 from Staples. It's amazing. So what I did was I went to Staples, and they have the click and print labels. And see, in the past though, my store was linked to Shopify. So it would print out the label directly through it, right? But I have to check because through WooCommerce, I gotta check through WooCommerce because I'm so used to Shopify, so I gotta like check to see. But worst comes to worst, like I'll just do it right through USPS on their website and just purchase all the labels. But I'm pretty sure WooCommerce has like, yeah, there's a plugin. I've always used Shopify, but I will be using this. So what I'm going to do is I need to just make sure I have enough click and print labels. And I have to find my Dymo because I used to have a Dymo printer and I don't know where it went. I can be like really bad at losing stuff. So I gotta figure out what to do with that. If I can't find it, then I'm just going to use my click and print labels and put them in the printer and print the labels. And I love it because it prints the label with the postage and their first and last name, and then just stick and slap on the poly mailer. It's gone. Okay. I have my weight. So I have my scale. That's in the office. I did not lose that. So that'll help me with fulfilling the orders. Okay. So let me go. I'm sorry, I'm hip hopping around because this is how I plan. So for my store, I need to do flat rate shipping, and it needs to be USA only. And then if they want international, I'm gonna have them go through Amazon. Let's scratch. So I'm gonna have a tab on my website that says international orders, and then it will have the explanation on how if they want to place an international order, they can order right through Amazon, because I feel like doing a lot of stuff. So they can go right through Amazon for international orders. Flat rate, I'll do $5 flat rate. And then if they spend over, I'll say $75, means they have to purchase at least, well, not the new ones. The maroon prayer journals will be only $20 on sale for Black Friday, and then they'll go back up to $30. But the new prayer journals, the stretch ones, they are going to be $39.95. So 40, right? Yeah. So they spend over 75, they'll get free shipping. So that means that they would have to get at least 2 of the new ones. Okay. Unit cost. Okay, let me look at this. Okay, let me go back to KDP. I had everything set up. Look at KDP. Just want to make sure my numbers are right. And what I'm doing for retail, what the unit cost is. Okay. Why does it need some another verification? This is so stupid. Make sure this information is correct. Okay, bookshelf. So stretch right now is being finalized. I'm trying to figure out whether I want it to be the same amount of pages as World Prayer Journal. Right now, the unit cost for Zoe and Sophia with the Room Prayer Journal unit cost right now is $349. So it's going to cost us $349 to print and then to ship, which we already have in the notes. But I'm just kind of going for your guys' sake, so you know. We're going to do a flat rate $5 shipping, being that these old ones, remember just for Black Friday they'll be $20. But if we were to ship one to our customer, it would be $359 plus $359 for shipping, which would equal out to $7.08 total. So that is the product plus the shipping to get to our to get to our customer. So the unit cost is $349. The shipping is $3.59, which would equal $7.08 total. So retail markup for the next prayer journal I have coming out, we're doing them at $39.97. I think was the confirmed price. I gotta check again. And when we get done, total profit will be $30 because I already include things like the poly mailer, the postcard that we'll put inside. So profit is $30 per journal that we sell. So that means that we're devoting $9.97 to the unit cost to buy the product, to ship the product, and then the cost of the poly mailer. So when you think about it, if you buy 100 poly mailers for $10, can y'all do the math? Right? So 100 poly mailers for $10. So we've, if you think about it, so that's 100 customers, right? And so I've just included the unit cost and that information in the price point just to make sure that we are good. But my goal is to be making sure that we're at $30 of straight profit per. And so that's a really good goal. That means that if I sell, my goal is to sell 100 of the new ones, so that'll be a nice $3,000 in profit. My goal is to hit that $3,000 within 3 months. And that's just a light goal, just because I have all this other stuff going on. And so I'm not in a rush to make a whole bunch of money, but I want to make sure that I at least am setting goals of, hitting that. So that's just simply means you take 100 divided by 3 months. It means that on average, I need to sell a minimum of at least 33. Real goal, let's just say 35 journals a month, I think is a very doable number, especially if we're going to be running Facebook ads, through Facebook, and then converting those, doing a like campaign first, and then doing an actual product ad to then drive that. We also have the email list, which needs to be cultivated. So we're going to take those people and we're going to restart the automation and everything like that to kind of just get them waking back up, because it's been 2 years since this brand has been sitting. And yet prayer journals are what I teach a lot on. I've done classes and courses. And so, I've taught everyone else, and now I want to get back to, my brand. I've taught everybody. So y'all, okay, so let me get back to my brand. Let me get back to making them, right? So I think I feel like I'm good right now. I have enough work I need to do. Just as a recap, again, this video is for you guys to get a behind the scenes look of my planning process right now and the relaunch of Royal Prayer Journal, the brand. Again, this video was not like a teaching. It was simply just a session for you guys to see how my mind strategizes and thinks according to relaunching my own products and services or businesses. And so Royal Prayer Journal is one of the products and product lines that I've created since 2017. And so hopefully this helped you guys. If you guys, again, if you want to see more content leading up as we get closer, let's say you guys want to see like Genesis, how do you fulfill the orders? You want to watch that? We can do a video. I'm not sure y'all want to watch because it is it's the most boringest thing fulfilling orders. I enjoy it, but it's just would you say this process is the same or similar for new launch? It's the same. It's the same. That's the funny part about it. Like, the funny part about everything that I'm saying is that even though this is for like a relaunch, technically it's like you're launching brand new. A relaunch really is launching brand new. That's really what it is. The only difference is that I'm starting off with not having zero, right? So I'm starting off with a brand where we already have customers and clients. We already have a following, right? So that's the only difference. But I'm gonna tell you, Ilulu, one of the things you need to think about though is that even though we have the numbers, we have not woken these people back up for at least a year. So that's why technically it's really a new business. It is just the only difference that people already know it. If you've watched me on YouTube, you've seen the prayer journals before. So that's the only thing. It's not like it's brand new because we have not had any like social media content. We haven't put any content out there. We've basically just been a sitting duck. And so everything I've talked about is, in a sense, what a new person should be thinking about. Though, you need to think about your content count. You need to think about, your email list. You need to think about, your how you're going to collect leads. You got to think about how you're going to get it out there, right? So the next thing that I'll probably do closer to maybe end of next week is like vending. So Small Business Saturday is next Saturday. And so I am going to be looking to see, if there's any places I want to pop up at. The only thing about it is that I've been focused so much on my Glam Print Go company that I have not really thought about, honestly, physical product in my office. I really have not. So focused on getting the client work done. So if I don't do anything on Small Business Saturday, maybe in the holidays, I'm going to go to some pop-up events and sell the journals. And so I need to do oh my God, I got to do that. So I need to order probably 100. I'm going to order 100 of the maroon prayer journals, and usually remember they have 2 skin tones. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to order, I think last time we ordered a little bit more Zoe than Sophia. So I'm going to do probably maybe 60 Zoe and no, I'm going to do 70 Zoe and 30 Sophia. Because usually, I'm going to events that have more African Americans or minorities. So, and then I need to order 100 of the stretch journal when that's done. Okay, so 100 of those and 100 of those, and then I need to send. Influencers. I gotta get my list together. So I gotta work on my influencer list. I have friends that I need them to do a shout out. I never have friends shout me out, but I'm gonna be pulling a plug this winter, okay? So I'm gonna need some friends just to shout out this new product, and I'm trying to think. Okay, so here's the recap. Whew. So today I need to get the site done, on top of 5 other sites that have clients that are plus I have 3 2020 journals I have for clients that we're working on. So yeah, I have a lot of work to do. Not just me, but other people, but still, this is the company. But being this is my personal, it's like my own brand, like I'm taking care of this myself. So this is on top of the other things I have to do, right? This to-do list you're making is to be finished in what timeline? It has to be finished by technically Monday. Actually, technically tomorrow. So see, okay, so tomorrow, right? So my GenesisDorsey.com brand, right? What I'm doing is I'm selling my maroon prayer journals for $20, the older ones, right? As a Black Friday whole week. Except I start my Black Fridays the Friday before, right? And it goes from Friday to Friday. So I wanted when I being that I have not really promoted this product in a very long time, I wanted it to relaunch with the brand backing it and being behind it. But remember, we haven't touched this brand in 2 years. So by tomorrow, I want to have the site done with the product linked. That does not take me long because I can build sites in my sleep. That's the advantage of me having the backing and being a graphic web designer. It only takes like an hour, especially if I know what I want, right? Okay. Now, if I'm designing for another client, that's a whole different story. But for myself, being that I know what I want and I know how I want to look, that's easy. And so I need to have the website done by tomorrow. The like the video content we talked about, social media quotes, all that stuff. The only graphics I need done are the ones for the next week. I need that to be done and put in Planoly by, I would say, I'll probably spend all of Friday working on that, right? And so ideally, everything needs to be done in 2 weeks. Tomorrow, the website needs to be done, and the product needs to be available for sale so that at least we can do some online fulfillment. And then I'm going to order 100 of them to be sold in the next couple of weeks. Does that make sense to you, Lulu? So, in really 2 weeks. That's the timeline. 2 weeks. It doesn't take me long because what I teach you guys how to do, I do myself. So even though this is a lot, it does not take me long. I'm going to sit down, I'm going to do my content calendar, right? So that's as easy as, okay, from November of 2019 to November of 2020, sitting down and doing batch content, right? So you sit down for an hour and you gather all your content, your quotes. I can even do a whole month. I can do the next 30 days if I wanted to. As far as the graphics, being I'm a graphic web designer, it makes it very easy for me to crank out the graphics for social media. But because I'm going to be using templates, it'll make it even easier. So, when I do these quotes, they'll be going in the same template. I copy and paste. Okay. And then as far as the video content, I'm batching it. So I'm going to be creating probably a minimum, being that I'm only doing 5-minute videos. I'm going to have a record day next week here. I'm probably going to just schedule one of the conference rooms and I'm going to change my outfits. I'm going to I may even come here late, like do it late, just so it won't, like I may not even get an office. I may just like come here like 11 o'clock at night, set up my ring light, put my tripod up, and being that there's a bathroom like it's right near my desk, I'm just going to bring 3 different outfits, and I'm going to, or I may just do put on sweatpants and have 3 different tops, 3 different t-shirts, 3 different blouses. Okay, and I can record November, December. I can do November, December, and January. I can shoot. It's only 5-minute videos, so ideally I can do as many as, if I do an hour, I can do. Oh wow, I'm not gonna lie. Okay. I could do the whole year, but I'm not gonna do that. So what I'm gonna do instead is I'm going to probably do maybe from November to maybe like February, just to be safe. But I'm doing my content calendar first, so I know the topics. I'm gonna do the outline for those topics, and then I'm gonna record the videos. And then guess what? All my YouTube videos that I need to do for each month are already done, so I can upload them to YouTube and then schedule them for the release date. That is what we call strategy. So that's the reason why, like, even though it's a lot of stuff, when you think about the strategy, it's not going to take me long. I just have to the only thing I have to do is just honestly just set which days I'm doing what. So like today is the website. Tomorrow is social media calendar content. And then on Saturday, either I can record tomorrow or I can record on Saturday. But I have to have my outlines done because if y'all know me, I can talk all day like this. I could talk for 5 more hours. I'm probably really tired, but I have no problem talking. And it's not because I like to talk, it's because I like to share, I like to help people. But I know that like if I don't have an outline, that 5-minute video will become a 50-minute video. So what I'm gonna do is an outline to keep myself focused. And so that means I need to have 5 individual outlines so I can record, change, new outline, teach, record, So that needs to be done. Let's see. Listen, so the 4 to 2 fixes, I work full time and spend 2 hours in the car commuting, all while trying to launch. Girl, welcome. You have found your boat. You found your tribe. Listen, this entrepreneur life is crazy. Like, I need to do a whole other video on this. Like, right now, I'm in such like a limbo. It's not even funny. So I work for the school, but lately I've only been there maybe like once a day, once a week. And that's just to do the tours and take care of like the admissions and things like that. So my mother is like, right now, she is not pleased at all because I'm not there, because right now I'm focused on my Glam Print Go company. So when I leave the house, I stop at the office, make sure you know what's going on. I come here, I work as long as I can here, because right now with Glam Print Go, we have journals and all that kind of stuff. Then I have GenesisDorsey.com. So that right there is like my personal tribe, right? Like teaching y'all, da, da, da. But I have a service-based business. That's Glam Print Go. So I have 3 clients right now that's doing manufacturing right now in China. So I'm juggling that, designing that stuff. I have a client website I need to edit this evening, and I've been having calls ever since this morning. On top of that, I need to launch this. Right, I have Stretch, a new product coming out called Stretch. I have 3 online courses I need to record through JenesisDorsey.com. Let me tell y'all something. This life. I don't know who said it was like freedom. I don't know who said that. I don't know who, but whoever said that, I hope that the Holy Spirit punches you in the throat, because freedom, I found, is not in entrepreneurship. Freedom is in you doing what you've been called to do. That's what freedom is. Because Shabba, okay, this life is what? Some days I'm just exhausted. I just look at, like, I'm being serious. Like, someone's asking me, like, how do you date? I'm like, dating? I'm sorry. What is that? I'm sorry. I know work. I know my career. So if when I get married, it's gonna be because there's somebody that really caught my attention and made me get up from my desk. And listen, I love my business so much. If you cannot make me like leave my desk, he's not the one. So you gotta make me be so interested. I'm willing to say, okay, let me put the laptop down. Okay, so this is gonna be my work. I think I got everything. Girl, and you married? Oh, okay. See, I ain't even there. Now, imagine if I would listen. I told my mother yesterday, I said, Mom, I don't know what I would do if I was married right now. Like, I want to be married. I don't know, y'all. And then imagine if I had kids. Oh my God. I don't know how y'all do it. I don't know. The ones that are married and the ones that have kids, grace be unto you. Grace be unto you. I pray that the Lord's wings guide you. I am not there yet. I'm not there. I'm so not there yet. Okay. Wow. I have 2 nephews, and like I watch my sister-in-law, like how she has to get them up. I mean, it's just so. I'm not already. That's why I only have a dog. That's why the Lord knew. He was like, Gigi can't handle that. Gigi will probably lose herself. So we're gonna just get her a dog. That's what it is for. He's a nice little dog, and but okay. So I think we're good. So this is what I'm gonna work on. If you guys want to see what everything looks like, what you can do is follow on Instagram. So on Instagram, it's going to be Royal Prayer Journal, and you can follow over there. And thank you, Lulu. She says the right partner will be an asset. Listen, not a liability. I know that's right. So you can go on Instagram to Royal Prayer Journal. You can also follow me on Instagram at Genesis_Dorsey if you want to like kind of keep and see. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm working on the website so you guys can see what it will look like tomorrow. So just stay tuned, and maybe tomorrow I'll do a live where I walk you guys through the website so you can see what I did and all that good stuff. Yeah. So guys, see you guys later. YouTube, thank you so much for tuning in. Hopefully it's able to help. And if you guys want to see more of this kind of content, just let me know in the comments. Okay. Bye guys. See you later. Alligator.